Few filmmakers are as uniquely suited to reimagine Frankenstein as Guillermo del Toro. From Crimson Peak to The Shape of Water, the Oscar-winning director has consistently proven his mastery of the Gothic form, that rare combination of horror, tragedy, and romance that lies at the heart of Mary Shelley's 1818 masterpiece. Now, with his long-awaited adaptation finally on the horizon, Del Toro's Frankenstein is shaping up to be the most faithful and emotionally resonant version yet, one that truly understands the spirit of Shelley's novel, rather than just its monster. A true Gothic revival. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein wasn't just a horror story, it was the birth of modern Gothic fiction. Her novel examined the boundaries between creation and destruction, love and loneliness, God and man. Yet, for over a century, most film adaptations have focused on the mad scientist trope, transforming Victor Frankenstein into a symbol of scientific arrogance rather than moral despair. Del Toro, however, seems intent on returning to the original Gothic roots. The trailer for his Frankenstein captures the eerie melancholy and dark romanticism of Shelley's prose, Camelot laboratories, mist-shrouded landscapes, and characters trapped between love and damnation. It's not just about a creature born from death. It's about humanity's hunger for meaning and the pain of being misunderstood. The romance and the horror of creation. Del Toro's Frankenstein appears to embrace the novel's emotional complexity, particularly the tension between creator and creation. Victor Frankenstein, portrayed by Oscar Isaac, is not the wild-eyed, ranting genius of older adaptations. Instead, he's a man haunted by ambition and remorse. His love for Elizabeth Lavenza intertwines with his obsession to conquer death, mirroring the creature's own longing for companionship. In Mary Shelley's tale, both man and monster are driven by isolation, one by arrogance, the other by rejection. Del Toro understands that duality. His films often explore monstrous beauty and tragic empathy, and in Frankenstein, that sensibility reaches its most fitting stage. The monster, played by Jacob Elordi, isn't just a brute. He's intelligent, sensitive, and aware of the cruelty of the world that shuns him. The director seems to grasp Shelley's core truth. The real horror isn't in the monster's appearance, but in humanity's failure to love what it doesn't understand. A director born for Gothic storytelling. Guillermo del Toro's body of work reads like a love letter to Gothic art. His fascination with decaying mansions, doomed lovers, and tragic monsters has defined his cinematic identity. Films like Crimson Peak and Nightmare Alley reveal his ability to blend the beautiful with the grotesque, and Frankenstein promises to be the culmination of that aesthetic. Unlike Tim Burton's quirky Gothic sensibilities, Del Toro's approach leans heavily into atmosphere and emotion. He treats Gothic horror as tragedy first and spectacle second. The imagery in the Frankenstein trailer, dim candlelight reflected in glass jars, the creature's silhouette framed by thunder, recalls not only Shelley's novel but also the haunting elegance of Bram Stoker's Dracula and the painterly visuals of The Bride of Frankenstein. Classic influences reimagined. Del Toro has made no secret of his inspirations. He's praised Boris Karloff's portrayal of the monster as a foundational influence, citing Bride of Frankenstein as one of his favorite films. Karloff's version, tender, confused, and heartbreakingly human, helped elevate the creature beyond a figure of terror. At the same time, Del Toro draws from Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula, another Gothic revival that took its source material seriously while infusing it with operatic passion. The music from Coppola's film even appears in Frankenstein's early promotional material, a symbolic passing of the Gothic torch. Yet Del Toro's film isn't mere homage. It's an evolution, a recontextualization of Shelley's themes through the lens of empathy. In his hands, the monster isn't a cautionary figure, but a reflection of humanity's eternal struggle between creation and destruction. Moving beyond the mad scientist trope. For decades, film adaptations of Frankenstein have reduced Victor to a caricature, a shouting, lightning-wielding inventor obsessed with scientific conquest. Del Toro, by contrast, appears to treat Victor with nuance and introspection. Oscar Isaac's portrayal hints at a man torn between godlike ambition and human fragility. His Victor isn't merely a creator, he's a mirror of his own creation, equally cursed by loneliness and moral confusion. In that symmetry lies the story's true Gothic essence. Both father and son are monsters in their own way, bound by the sin of wanting too much. Del Toro's Frankenstein could be the definitive version. From its trailer alone, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein already feels different from the rest, quieter, more poetic, yet deeply unsettling. Where past versions relied on spectacle or horror, this one seems to rely on empathy. It honors the original text's balance of terror and tenderness, blending Shelley's romantic ideals with del Toro's signature humanism. In a cinematic landscape filled with reboots and hollow retellings, del Toro's adaptation looks like a genuine resurrection, not of the monster, but of Mary Shelley's voice. If Frankenstein succeeds in what it promises, it won't just be another horror film. It will be a long-overdue restoration of Gothic cinema to its rightful form, where beauty and monstrosity coexist, and where the true tragedy is not being loved for who or what we are.